This is Red, White, and Bluegrass.
It's an online game that's been around since 2006, accessible to play on most computers and game consoles with an estimated 300 million monthly users. Roblox's model is built on user-generated content, and Attorney General Russell Coleman argues the company is not doing its part to keep that content kid-friendly. Coleman filed a lawsuit Tuesday arguing Roblox has violated Kentucky's Consumer Protection Act, alleging that the platform is doing little to moderate its content and verify the age of users.
This hits home for many of us. This threat is present in many of our homes. Now, once they're on the platform, there is very little to stop kids from messaging predators who are looking for their next victim.
A Roblox spokesperson told Fox 56 no system is perfect, but the company is constantly innovating their safety systems with thousands of moderators and AI, saying, quote, this lawsuit was not based on an in-depth investigation, but instead is based on sensationalized, outdated, and out-of-context information. We believe that plaintiffs' attorneys have misrepresented matters to seek financial gain and that states may be a victim of this misinformation, adding that the company would welcome a direct conversation with the AG's office. So, Jared, I want to start with you here. First, seeing that response from the company, how do you think they're going to be treating this issue moving forward?
Well, like most big tech, very tone deaf. Very tone deaf. I mean, when you're talking about the safety of our children, that's paramount, utmost. First thing we have to do is protect them. And as we've seen, based on recent, the kids are not all right. So, and this is probably part of the reason why. I think Roblox is being a little cavalier here. I think they're going to get in a lot of trouble for this. I don't think this is going to be one of those where people just cut checks and go about their business. I think they're going to have to retool how they monitor what's happening in their game, and hopefully, you know, then if they say, well, it'll make it less popular, well, too bad. Sorry, too bad. You know, protect the kids, or at least make an effort. They should be like, this is horrible. We will get to the bottom of it right away. There.
Representative Bray.
Let me know where to send the invoice for your PR help.
Representative Bray, how did you react to the news this week?
Look, I agree. I'm glad to see that the AG's office is taking an interest in this, but let's be real. I mean, Roblox is just a part of a huge problem. When we look at kids' access to social media, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, I don't think any of them do enough to protect our kids. You know, I'm kind of tech savvy, very restrictive on what my kids can do through their tech devices. Go in and monitor parental settings, all of that. And the day Charlie Kirk was shot, my 13-year-old had it pop up in his YouTube feed. I mean, and YouTube knows he's 13 years old. To say that didn't affect him, you know, that's not the case. I mean, it's unfortunate, and I'm glad to see the Attorney General taking such an interest in this, and my advice would be don't stop there.
You know, whenever I spoke with him, he said that ultimately he'd like to see Roblox make changes internally rather than, you know, just kind of permanently block them out of the state. In the AI Task Force Committee this week, it was also brought up a bill that would be around age verification on social media sites as well. You know, the question I'm getting to here is, you know, will these ultimately be effective in the long run if they are implemented, do you think?
So Denmark just banned social media for, I think, anybody under 15, and I tweeted out, great, here next, you know. And some people say, well, the kids just lie on the age. And well, yeah, the kids lie about their age, but at least it's a start. It's not perfect, but at least it's a start to tell them big tech, we're not going to let big tech run rampant over our children.
You know, you mentioned the task force. One of the things that was interesting in there was a presentation that these social media companies and tech companies are using AI to refine their algorithm. They know exactly how old their users are. So it's not like it's some onerous task to verify that a kid who says he's 15 is 15, because their algorithm knows automatically within 30 minutes based on how they view things, what they're liking. So I think it's a great start. I have monitored what happened in Denmark. That's why, you know, I've read Jonathan Haidt's The Anxious Generation about how technology affects kids. That's one of the reasons I push so hard to make sure that we ban cell phones from schools, because it's having a detrimental effect. And you know, I think there's more work to be done here. I think it's a great place to start.
Did you see where Ballard High School said the 63% increase in books being checked out of the library over last year? Since they banned cell phones whistle to whistle, bell to bell. So, I mean, it's working.
You know, finding ways to occupy that time, that mental time, so you're not so stuck on that constant and endless scrolling.
Right.
All right. Thank you both for your insight. We'll be right back.